Good morning, ladies. And I'm sorry, I'm not sure whether whether you're a lady or a guy. But welcome to Ranking Australia's Digital Toolkit. This morning we're taking on another 6 or 8 people to join us and learn a bit more about using social media for business. So I'm hoping you can see me clearly. I have an amazing view that I'm doing this morning. I'll just move around and show you. We're in the centre of Brisbane City, and we've got the view of the Story Bridge. Can you see it, everyone? So, anyway, so yeah, where Ranking Australia is we are sitting in Waterfront Executive Offices, which is on Eagle Street. On the floor, and it's an incredible location for meetings, and basically to work. It's just before you have to deal with all the rest of the traffic as you're going into the city. So yeah, no, I like working here. So, but the reason that both of you had signed up for the toolkit was to learn a bit more about social media for business. So I'd love to have you introduce yourselves to one another, and please feel free to share your video or not, really up to you, but please introduce yourselves. We'll start with Eunice. Okay, perhaps Eunice is having some trouble with the microphone. There is an unmute button on the far left. Jay, would you like to have a go while she works it out?
Can you hear me?
I can. Is that you, Jay?
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you for joining us this morning. Would you like to share a little bit about who you are, what you do, if you have an established business or you're thinking about it, and what you'd like to take away from today?
Yeah, thanks. I work self-employed, and I'm just trying to jump back into what I used to do, which was graphic design and web design and development.
Right.
So I'm actually helping a few small business startups at the moment, and what I'm finding is that I have a 20-year background with that, but I need to sort of have some currency in it. And I have another lot of training in counselling and natural medicine and healing, energy medicine. So I'm flipping between these businesses, and even for me just to start my own business in the healing sector, I'm a bit reluctant to go down that path because I'm not quite sure how to communicate it. And I'm just seeing so many people push their own stuff through Facebook that I'm not really one of those people to post a lot of stuff on Facebook about my business.
Yeah. Is there a reason why? Like, what would be the main motivator or demotivator, I guess, with engaging on Facebook?
Like all of the people, half the people I don't know because they've engaged me because they were selling a multi-level marketing product. So I'm just very personal. I don't like sharing what I do, and I've kind of probably held myself back. I suppose I don't know which path to go down to, I just feel more comfortable in the work I used to do for 20 years, and that's in marketing and design.
Well, Jay, you're not alone in that space, because a lot of people who are starting a business for themselves are obviously leaving perhaps a long career that they've worked under other people or in big corporations to engage in a business of their own and create something that is unique and personal to them. So when you're going through developing your brand and putting together your business model, your service offerings, products, and whatnot. And then you have to think about, okay, I've got to market my business. I need more clients. So how do you do this? You have to kind of step over those barriers and build, push yourself. You literally have to push yourself out there in order to, and it's everyone, even myself, when I first started, and I'm not shy to meeting new people and networking and that sort of thing, but putting my business out there for the first time, it was a scary experience. So I completely understand. And everything you say online is it stays there, you know. So it's a very public view. So the best takeaway from today, I think, would be just be authentic, be real. Have the same approach to your business as you do to your social media presence, if that makes sense. So put as much of your message, your philosophy into your posts as you can when you're going through your social media. So we're having a look at a few different examples today, as well as some, you know, what you shouldn't do, common mistakes that businesses make, as well as what you should take advantage of, because it's incredible for building your business presence online. So Jay, it's very, how do you say, you're in the same boat as basically anyone starting out on Facebook, or you know, anyone that I've spoken to. They have their brand, they've got their Facebook business page, but they want to build more followers, they want to get more engagement. How can I actually make money for my business from Facebook? How can I build clients? Is it useful? You know, these are the questions that I get, like, which platform should I be using? And it's really important to be, one, work out where your clientele is sitting. So based on the product, if it's a business coach, accounting, law firms, that kind of side of business, you'd be looking more at LinkedIn. But if it's more personal, so we're talking the beauty industry, we're talking, you know, even marketing, graphic design, things like that, but you're looking more into the Facebook side, because you're engaging with people who have general retail needs, and that's where your clientele will be sitting. But if you're looking for more on the professional side, and building based on credibility, your professional reputation, that's how, and then obviously through your networks you will build a clientele base out of that engagement.
That's all very helpful.
But today, just for major focus, it will be looking for the most part in Facebook, because that's where a lot of people want to know how to engage with their followers on Facebook. So, but the takeaways from today can be applied to any social media platform, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's very much carries across. So, Eunice, have you got your mic set up? Would you like to introduce yourself? If you haven't, that's fine. Feel free to type a message in there in the chat. As a bottom, there's a button for the chat messages. So feel free to introduce yourself through chat, and we can, and I'll give you a call if you like, and speak to you personally afterwards. So without further ado, I will jump into the slideshow. So just give me a moment, I'll share my screen. Okay, so just presenting. By the way, you can see that I've got Canva open here. Now, Canva is an incredible, very cheap to use graphic design platform. You can create your Facebook covers, because one of the things I had to keep doing when I was first starting out, before I discovered this amazing platform, I had to have a cheat sheet with all the image sizes, so what pixels, etc., and file types for different things. But this platform, Canva, automatically has the Facebook covers, Facebook video images, Instagram posts, presentations, as you can see here. And it is so simple to use. I will be demonstrating as we go through how that actually is able to be edited on the fly, but it just saves so much time, especially when you have people like myself who love Photoshop, but we just don't have the time when you're working with a number of clients and building your own business as well. You just don't have time to muck around with Photoshop. I would imagine Jay would understand, being a graphic designer.
Yeah, Photoshop takes a lot of time.
It does, especially when you love using the tools. Okay, so here we go. So first I'll quickly fill you in on the digital toolkit. So the digital toolkit has kind of evolved from a physical workshop that was held in this boardroom once a month for about a year and a half, and we decided to open it up online, make it a webinar. One, it makes it easier for all of you to, you know, attend the event, and even if you weren't able to physically attend the event, and I know I'm talking to those who will be watching this later, hi guys, that if they've, because I understand everyone has business to run and they don't have time to stop and drop everything for a midday webinar, so they're going to be watching it from the link that is shared because they have registered in Eventbrite. So if ever you want to keep up with the digital toolkit, register, and you will be sent the link with the recording to watch after hours. So keep that in mind, and we will be continuing with the digital toolkit as many sessions as we can, a minimum one a month, but hopefully we'll get up to about 3 at least. I think this is the first one for February. There's one more on the 25th on web security, which would be fantastic for a lot of small medium business to attend. So without further ado, let's start the digital toolkit for 2020. Okay, so there are 4 main that we'll be covering today, and one of those is how to use Facebook Live video. Why is it good? Who do you reach, and how does it affect your business? We'll also be looking at digital branding tools, so using your Canva platform. It costs as much as $16 a month, I think, because it's like 14 US, so I think that translates a bit more than that. But so what, $16 million a month, and have a ready-made brand kit with all your colors specific to your website, your logos, and if you're dealing with a few clients, you've also got the ability to upload more brand kits within that one account. Obviously, also getting access to stock imagery and all the different tools. You can create videos in there. It's so cool. Now you've also got to focus on building post engagement. So there'll be a few things that we'll touch on today to actually encourage that engagement. And some of them are stock standard, tagging people, etc. But also I want to stress networking. Not just in the digital world, but physically getting out there and networking with people in your local community. So that you can engage with them on social media and then become champions for one another. So it is networking, and that's how we are going to build familiarity with our brand. And in turn, getting more followers because of the familiarity with people that you physically met and engaging with them in the digital world. You'll also have them, how do you say, helping you build your online reputation and recommending to others, making recommendations to others and referrals to attend your page, follow, engage, etc. So how do you get more followers? All right, so Facebook Live is our first focus for today. And the reason why it's first is because it is a tool that nowhere near enough businesses actually engage. I'm just curious, have you used Facebook Live before?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, so have you? I don't know if you've heard of Facebook Live, but essentially Facebook Live is where you go into your phone and into the Facebook app, instead of updating, like adding a post or an image, you click go live, and literally you're in front of your phone and you're going live. You can do it on the computer as well. So going live video, anyone who's online at that time will get a notification straight up on their phone. Jay is live right now.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
In. And so if you've experienced that, it's really quite cool. And the nature of the engagement with that is that it plays on our never-ending need to satisfy our what's the word, voyeuristic nature of human beings. So we love to kind of take a sneak peek. What are you doing? And just sit there and watch what they're doing, making magic, working with people. Are they out having drinks? Are they attending a show? What are they? We love seeing what our friends are doing online, and our colleagues as well. So there's and the engagement that you can get while you're filming that live session is incredible, because you have, so let's say you've got 3, maybe 500 people that you're friends with on Facebook or connected with on Facebook. You will usually have about 5% to 10% of those people watching your video at any one time. So you know that you will always have people watching. And if not, it does show up on people's news feeds and you can push it to your story as well on Facebook, and that will make it live and right at the top of the page on Facebook for your followers to see. So we'll have a look at the examples here. Where are they? I've just got to move my toolbar from the top. Okay, so just so that you can see when you actually go live, you've got here create post. And I'm going to do one now while we're in the session so everyone can kind of see. Hi everyone, it's Katrina Puranik here from Ranking Australia. We are currently in the digital toolkit exploring social media for business, and we are sitting in Brisbane City looking at the amazing view of the Story Bridge. So this is actually a live demonstration of how to use Facebook Live for your business, and making sure that you actually physically tag people when you add your comments, etc. And yeah, so please engage with the video that you're seeing right now. And oh gosh, I just realized I haven't pressed go live. Gosh, this one. I haven't actually done it on the computer before. I normally do it on the phone. Digital Toolkit 2020, Facebook Live. There we go. Good morning, everyone. It's Katrina Karanik here from Ranking Australia. We are sitting in Brisbane City and going live for our webinar attendees for the social media digital toolkit. So if you're online and watching this right now, please let us know that you're there by engaging with the video. This is a live demonstration for people to use Facebook Live for their businesses and get more engagement online. So thank you for watching, and hi Nicole, nice to see you. And so yeah, so making sure that you take every advantage of your social media by utilizing the tools. And Facebook Live video is an incredible way to build your business. As you can see, we've already got people who are jumping in and playing on their, as I said, voyeuristic natures of being human. So yay, yay for us. And yeah, so thanks guys. Okay, so once you've done that, click done, and that then goes up on your Facebook page. So even though people who haven't physically jumped in when I was going live, you can see people that have gone live. So over here in your notifications, it'll come up and you'll see who's actually engaged with that video, and then you can go back, comment on it, etc. So Nicole's a bit of a champion for us and an incredible business coach with a fantastic following. We're going to use one of her videos as an example. Okay. Sorry, excuse the family post. We are looking at Facebook. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is a video that Nicole had put up. So we'll have a look at that.
Oh, okay. Hey everybody, Hot and Healthy. So I have Managing Director and Owner of Women's Network Australia, Janelle Bostock with me, and we are at the live charity fundraiser for Share the Dignity. It's been incredible.
It's been amazing. And you know, we raised over $1,400 for Share the Dignity tonight in the raffle. It's amazing, very giving people, and just very proud of everyone that, you know, they put their hands in the pocket. Michelle's an amazing speaker too. She speaks from the heart, and it's for everybody.
Okay, so just wanting to draw your attention there. If you feel you want to go back and watch this, look up Nicole and Healthy in Business at another moment. When you have a moment, sorry. You've got, even though this is not my video, you can still see how many shares there have been on this post. You can also see how many people have actually viewed this post. It's a 4-minute video. It's purely engagement. That's what we aim for. We aim for the views, we aim for the shares. So how do we get those? We tag people in our posts. So if you can see here, after this video has gone up, with the tagging there, you can see on the right hand side here, Women's Network Australia. So that's a physical tagging of an organization or another company or event in this case that you will be able to cornerstone their following as well, take advantage of their following, because you've tagged them. Everyone in that group is going to see that post as well. And then when they jump in and actually comment, so you've got here Janelle Bostock as well. So you've tagged that person. She has another following who can then jump in and comment as well. So when you're engaging with or trying to build your followers is so important, to build your physical network, people that you meet as you're growing your business and getting out there and engaging with people in the digital world. So you've also got quite a few comments here as well. We love helping and supporting each other in business, especially in Brisbane. I cannot tell you of an instance where I haven't come across anyone who wasn't ready to collaborate. Everyone wants to work with each other. Everyone wants to help lift everyone up, and particularly within Brisbane City, I've had an incredible experience building my own businesses, and there's a lot of people that I look up to and continue to learn from and continue to work with. So once you start to continue to build your network, you will see more and more engagement with your social media posts online. So take advantage of that. Okay, here's another example. Again, this is a Facebook Live. You can see 332 views, no actual shares, but the content is only, less than 2 minutes, and it still had an incredible level of engagement, people watching it, just purely, and there's no tagging here, but in the comments you'll probably see some tagging going on, and that will help. So people are jumping in and tagging for you, which is amazing. So yay for them. So again, another example. When should you use Facebook Live? Well, push yourself. Make yourself do a Facebook Live, and trust me, Facebook Live, going on webinars, things like that, for me, when I first started, it was a scary job. It was oh my God, am I actually going to do this? But just bite the bullet, be yourself. Imagine you've got someone there that you're talking to, you know that you've got a friend who will jump in, and you just visualize their face and you're talking to them directly, and that kind of helps you calm those nerves. Anyway, so when do I use it? I use it when I'm at events, or potentially if I've got a new startup business that I want to speak to, help them build their presence online on Facebook, and we'll do a Facebook Live to introduce them or celebrate something that we've kind of achieved. So you can, here, this was at the Bundaberg show. You've got a lot of tagging going on here, but it was incredible. We got 354 views with that one and 3 shares. This lovely lady that I'm talking to at the moment is now one of my clients. She's an incredible businesswoman. Well, how do you say? She's, serial entrepreneur was the word that was on the tip of my tongue. She's now building her 3rd business up in Bundaberg, and she's just incredible and an inspiration to women. And this one here was just a 1-minute video. It still had 69 views, and believe it or not, I was so tired. At that point, I'd had 3 hours sleep the night before. It was a 3-day show at Bundaberg, and my makeup is all askew. I had been talking all day and I didn't care. It was purely just to get more people to the Bundaberg show, get more engagement, and let people know about the Asbas Digital Solutions program that was in Bundaberg for that week. So supporting local business as well as the services that are available to them. So it works. Facebook Live, it works. So coming back to the presentation. Okay, so next step is encouraging engagement. So engagement. We are talking about likes, we are talking about comments, we're talking about shares. So through your posts, you will actually ask a question, create a call to action, which you will use with your website content marketing as well. So like a lead magnet. So if you've got something amazing to share, like a free ticket or a percentage off promotional offer, then put it in there, but make sure that your content has some other value as well. So always some kind of value coming back to the clients, to your potential clients. But not only do you want to have the actual post, but you also want to have some content to go along with that. So genuine content, create a story, which I believe is the next slide. Oh, whoops. that slide should be there. It's been pushed down, sorry. Here. Okay, so, you know, what is your story? So I come back to one of the most important aspects of social media, and that is to be authentic, to share yourself, your personality, your philosophy. If it's building your business online, you don't want to use it for anything else other than that, that's fine, but still put yourself into that environment, into that digital world. Be authentic. People don't want ads thrown at them with your Facebook posts. They don't want you know, advertising event, advertising your services, advertising. We don't want ads. We want engagement. We want real. We want to be entertained. It's social media, right? So, and it's not the professional kind. It is the social kind. So we have to focus on entertainment. Okay, so we want to entertain, we want to engage their interests. When are they actually online? When do you use Facebook? So I know for me, I'm on it constantly because I'm obviously a digital marketer, social media manager. But for my own personal use, it'll be while I'm having my coffee first thing in the morning before I come to work. It'll be while I'm having lunch. It'll be when I'm picking up my son from school. I'm sitting there parked in the car and I'll flip through my social media. These are the times when busy people are actually engaging with stuff online. If it's not on the weekend or, you know, the 9, 10 o'clock at night when you're lying in bed and, you know, trying to, you want to switch off, but you still check your Facebook, you know. So keeping those times in mind, we don't want to use loud music. Okay, in your ads, if you do have your Facebook ad campaigns, we don't want to use really loud, noisy music because it's just, when I'm sitting there having my coffee, my son will still be asleep or my husband will still be asleep. So, because I start the day early, so at stupid o'clock, you don't want to have your sound going off on your phone. I'm just like, oh, crap, crap, where's the mute? And then I'm like, next. But I'm not the only one in that boat. A lot of people have that, but it's important to be visually and entertaining with your content and with your ads. So focus on what is working. In your Facebook business pages, you have the insights. So I'll be showing you that very shortly. You can see what was actually working, what people are actually engaging with, and then you focus on those to promote your brand because that's obviously working. So without further ado, I'll jump back into there. How are we doing for time? We're doing very well. Okay, so just going to show you now, this is actually a new brand which has been launched only a month ago, and the traction that we're getting with the posts on social media, it has been incredible. So, sorry, just... Do we have any questions while we're waiting for this to load? Feel free to ask questions. I'm wondering if it's not letting me jump in. Oh, there it is. I don't think it's liking the webinar, the Zoom software, perhaps. Okay, so here we are with the Digital Summit Expo. So this is actually an event that's being held in May at South Bank Tape later this year, and it will be 14 or more digital experts on stage for the conference, as well as the Digital Expo, which we run alongside of the conference on the same day, which would be fantastic for anyone who needs to build their business online, find out what tools to use, what should they be doing with those. Really, really, really fantastic event that's coming along. But in any case, we're looking at the insights. There'll be a demonstration on Canva and Visable to follow this as well, just to show you how to kind of create some of that content that we're talking about. Okay, so looking at your page speed insights. Okay, so you can see here we've got insights for the last 7 days. Let's change that to the last 28 days so we can get a clear picture. All right, so you can see obviously from 000 and then it jumps incredibly to 556% increase. So you've got the numbers there that show you how well you're doing. Also, you've got number of page likes, actions on page. So when we talk about actions on page, we're talking about clicking to call, sending a message, engaging with a video, etc. And then you've got page preview, so obviously going through and actually see your profile and page content. So not everyone who actually sees a post necessarily goes through and clicks on your page and has a look at the page. So it's important to make sure that the content you do get out there will engage with your following. And post reach, so you can notice here there's two different colors. So you've got organic reach and then you've got promotions as well. So the green is the promotion, so that's an ad that's actually gone out. And I believe that's just promoting the actual page at the moment. But we're looking at engagement because we want to encourage more engagement with our posts. So while our organic reach each day has not necessarily been it's a brand new page, we are getting a steady increase of people. So at last 22 organic reach with our posts, but the engagement numbers is really important. So we've got 80 people at the moment engaging in the last month. So post engagement has increased. So, and you can see here that there's a couple of spikes. What is it that caused that spike? And this is the kind of thing we want to pay attention to redefine and focus on what is working to build your business online. So let's have a look at the 9th of February. What went out on the 9th of February? So if we scroll down, we've got all the posts. So the recent posts, you can see the reach. You can see the actual engagement with those posts. And so let's see all posts. What happened on the 9th of February? What did we do? And it comes down to not only what we posted, but when we posted it and who we tagged. So 9th of February, what was that? We've got 11, 10, 7, 6, 6. So what happened on the 9th of February? We've got this one here was significant. This was a post about one of the speakers, who Nicole Van Hatten was one of our speakers. Okay, so this is a short video that was created in Canva. So it's only 3 seconds long, and the actual video itself is just creating something that's eye-catching. So instead of using music, I used the visually engaging content to catch their attention. And because she's quite well known in the Brisbane community, she would already grab that attention, but it's a different brand. So we're trying to pair the brand with Digital Summit Expo. So in doing that, we've used Digital Summit Expo colours on this side, but using her colours on that side. So have to kind of try and keep the branding consistent where possible, but we're looking at average watch video time, and we know this is only 6 seconds long, so everyone's kind of watching it, so that's good. 3-second views, so people are getting to this point and stopping and moving on. But we have 25 people viewing it, so that's not bad for one of our first, one of our posts in the first month. We want to essentially get that up to the 100 if we can. Usually if you have a following of about 400 to 500, you'll end up with an average reach of about 100. So it's usually 25% of your following is actually viewing and engaging with the posts. So at this point in time, we've got, 25 people reached here. But how many followers do we have? Just check. Again, I will say it is a very new page, so keep that in mind. It's loading, loading, loading. Okay, here we go. All right. At last, we have 50 followers. So 50 followers since the 3rd or something, so beginning of February. So in a couple of weeks, we've gone up to 50, so that's fantastic. And considering we have 50 followers, and when we put up Nicole's post, we had 25 people viewing, that's 50% engagement. That's incredible. So we aim to get at least 25% of people reached, but we had 50% of people engaging with the post. So what else did we do with that post? Okay, so we've got the post there, and we've also got some content, as you can see here, and the tagging. This is, so rather than having an annoying bunch of tags at the end of the post, I try and put it into the content so it becomes more relevant to the actual content, rather than going, oh, they're just, tag, to get as much as they can just because, So the point of using the tags is to build a bit of a culture behind your page. So you can see Digital Summit, Digital Expert, Digital Summit Expo itself. You can create your unique hashtag so that when people look at it, so for example, what was that? Getting You Social is one of the hashtags for, what is it? Social Butterfly Marketing, which is by Renee Dembowski. She's up in Cairns, an incredible social media marketer who also is one of the speakers at this event. She uses a hashtag called Getting You Social, and that's unique to her. No one else uses it, and so every time she uses that hashtag, or people use that hashtag, you can see a lot of content from her. So, and it helps build your credibility online, obviously. Okay, so that's kind of how we can find out what kind of reaction we're getting, how we're engaging with people, as well as seeing the layout of the structure of a post. So generally, when we're creating the post, we want to have the content there, and usually what we'll try to do, now where's one of the more recent posts? Okay, so here we've got a post there from Tuesday, talking about finance or managing your business finances. So you've got a hashtag that we'll be using quite regularly, as well as some more hashtags within the content. But you can see here, see more. So when someone actually clicks on see more, it's considered an engagement. So people are actually reading it and wanting to finish reading that post. So if we click on that, then we'll see a lot more, and you can see the people that have been tagged or recommended in that space for advice around managing your business finances. So you can see here 16 people were reached with that one, and 4 engagements. So 25% engagement based on the people that have been reached, which is fantastic. So we're building it up as we go, which is a great example to show you guys. Now, you can see just at the top here, I've just wanted to come back to the front of it, because you've got the logo on the left-hand side, and you've also got not just a stock image, it's actually a video that's been created, and this is using content that has been taken from a number of different stock image providers. We've got the video itself was created in Biteable, so I'll show you Biteable quickly. Biteable, once upon a time, was only $100 a year. I don't know what it costs now, but it's an incredible tool to create short videos to use for your business. So just logging in. And I also used this one here, which is about the same cost. It's about, place it, I think it's about $16 a month. But this is a great way to use, a great way to put your logo into existing examples or stock video that you can use. So when you're looking at videos, you can do just images as well. So while that's logging in, but these are the three main tools that I use. Sorry, four main tools that I use. You've got Canva to create your images, and Biteable for your video, Placeit, the video tools, as well as the mock-ups as well. So using those in combination to create your content. It's taking a bit to load up. I think I'm stressing my computer out with all these windows and tabs. Okay, so I will come back to being more authentic after we have a look at the tools. How are we doing for time? We've got 15 minutes to quickly show you. The next session, just while this is loading, is all about web security, password security, websites, recovering from a hack, what to do to protect your, say, WordPress website. So please do register for that one. And please like the Ranking Australia Facebook page to be kept up to date on the next toolkits as well as we're going through the year. So this is loading. Okay, so here we go, slideshow videos. So slideshow videos, you can have, upload your images. So we're just going to have a quick look at that one. All right, so just having a look here at Biteable, for example. I don't think we might have enough time to go through the Placeit, but it is an incredible tool. So let's have a look at Banana Bread Day as an example, customize it. Okay, so if either of you have looked into the tools like iMovie, or if you're familiar with, gosh, the Adobe tools, the Adobe suite, you'll see a fair few tools that are similar, but this is very, very simple. It's, I guess, leaves a little bit for the wanting of, the layering and the additional effects that you can create within, say, iMovie and things like that. But it does give you what you need, the bare minimum, to create your ad to go up on Facebook. We don't want to spend too much time. It's one of the things that you tend to do when you start your business, is you spend more and more time on making everything look great. You would probably be wiser to turn around and go, who can recommend a really good videographer or social media person to do my online content, and because the time that they're going to take is going to be tremendously less. So what the value of your time is in your own business, and you spend, say, 15 hours, 10 to 15 hours creating this incredible video, where they might do it in a couple of hours for you and you're done, and you've paid a fraction of the price of that you would have spent on your time in your business to create the content. So sometimes it's better to get a professional to do it, and it's done, ready to go. Okay, so looking here, we can move the content around, we can add more content, as you can see here, and it's literally click and drag, right? If we want to go to the next scene or add another scene, we've got different categories you can choose from. So this is one of my favorites, the Play Explainer. And there are videos that are already in there. So let's just click this one for example. It's loading. Okay, so whatever font you used would generally carry over with the next slide. Okay, that must be a setting that I have in the other one. So it's probably, forgive me, it's actually coming through from the template that comes through with the stock video you selected. So it does take a little bit to load when you've got a few things going on your computer, but it's, I think, pretty self-explanatory. It's click and drag. You can edit the actual video by clicking and dragging. So let's say you want to take it to a certain time index on that video. So click and drag. And let me do it. Okay, my computer seems to be a bit slower because of the Zoom. It takes quite a bit of memory. But when things are working beautifully, you can literally just click and drag. So, gotta love technology. Okay, so that is Biteable, and very easy to download. So once you're ready, it's, you can download the video. So it's a portrait shape. You can change that by, video settings. There we go. So video settings, you can have 16:9. You can have a more square looking video for Facebook and Instagram, 1:1. So, and with the Pro version, you can add your own watermark on the video in case you want to if you're worried about copyright. I'll just remove that. That has no watermark. And then click save, and then it will essentially change that video for you. So you may need to move the frame a bit, but in any case, you will have that video at that particular dimension for you. And again, just download. It builds the video, and then you can then download it, and you can push it through to Facebook. Right? So it's very, very quick and easy, not difficult. And then similar thing, it's just a little bit more, how do you say, a lot more fancier tools here in the playset. But you can upload your logo in there. You get a lot more tools than you do in Biteable, but it is a bit more expensive, obviously. Quickly coming back to, just looking at the time, back to the slideshow. And we've got a couple of examples of some posts there. Okay, so coming back to being authentic, people recognize forced posts. They know when you've just kind of thrown something together. So don't just put something up there just because. If you need to wait a couple of days and do something that's more valuable, or how do you say, has more value to the client, then wait a couple of days. It's not going to, the world is not going to end if you wait a couple of days. So it's important, really, really important that you take your time to sit there and create something that is truly genuine and relates to you and relates to your target market as well. So, keeping all of that in mind, having a look at this slideshow here, you've got an example from one of our upcoming posts for Friday. So, keeping in mind that our clientele that we want to come to this event is essentially the small to medium business, 5 or more employees, etc. So, they're having established businesses, and potentially their staff are the ones that are locating this event. So what do we need to do? We need to give them more advice. We need to show them what it is that we're actually doing, and facilitate those needs that they have, or try to solve those problems that they have, which is filling the digital gaps in their knowledge and experience. So you can see here for the Fun Fact Friday, it's just a little bit of a wordplay. Websites can look very different on different screens, whether it's a PC, Mac, or smart device. Your code needs to be responsive so that it looks appealing across all devices. So while that's a valuable piece of information, it also comes back to, educating them in the knowledge that they should have for their business. So yes, they have a website. Have they looked at it at Android? Have they looked at it iOS? Apple phone? Have they looked at a Google phone? Is the website sitting properly or looking properly on a Firefox browser as opposed to Chrome? So it's endless. You've got different operating systems, different software that is utilizing your website, and they will display differently because they have different linguistics, if you like, which is the code when it renders. So again, you can see consistency here in the branding and the color choices, some of the layouts. We do try to change it up so it's not boring for people to look at the same kind of design. But again, Fun Fact Friday, something that appeals to their everyday life, which is the bus shelter, naturally. But they are quite powerful, these ads. We see them. We're familiar with them every day. Okay, so one from Ranking Australia. So looking at the user experience of their website and, focusing on what it is that, what is the problem that we're solving for a client of Ranking Australia. So essentially they want to build their revenue. Right? So how we do that is we need to look at the entire business model, the entire digital structure of their business as well. So going through the technology mapping the client journey and getting them to become a client naturally, and then making their experience so incredible that they will end up being a referral partner for you, or someone who says, this is the one you want to see. This is the girl, this is the guy. Okay, so that's what we want to essentially encourage. And keeping that consistent with your social media is what we want to do. Okay, so finishing up today, we've got perfect timing, 12:28. So recap on takeaways as well. So more Facebook Live videos. Definitely do more Facebook Live videos. And I can't push myself enough. I have to go, yeah, I really want to do a Facebook Live video. So if it helps, put a couple of points there in front of you so that you know what you're going to talk about, and always make sure that you look directly at the camera, because that's one thing that you try to avoid when you're first starting out, because you're like, you're talking, but people are looking at you. You want to look directly at them, engage them. Don't be nervous. Picture your friend at the other end of that camera, and just push yourself a little bit over the edge. It's exciting. Using digital branding tools, so Canva, Biteable, Placeit, all of these tools are really, really cool. encourage post engagement. So through tagging, building, oh my gosh, spelling mistake, should be your networks. Oops. So yeah, so building your physical networks and then engaging in the digital world with them as well. So, and last but not least, be authentic and be online, like actually be there to manage your engagement. That's managing your. Okay, we had dropped out. I have no idea why. Must have been a problem with the internet. My apologies. Do I still have you, ladies?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, no worries. I'll just jump back into the slideshow. My apologies. There's a big storm, thunderstorm coming to Brisbane, so could have something to do with that and all the rain we're getting. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, so I was just about to finish up, but never mind. So yes, so be authentic and be online. So I was just touching on the reputation management. Okay, so how to build that credibility, that trust that you are there when they need you, and they are there when they reach out to you and engage with your content. If you're there and you're responding, then you will get more, you will encourage more regular engagement from those people, and they will become digital champions for your brand. So can't say it enough, be online and be authentic. So be yourself. Make sure, make the Facebook page, make it your best friend. Say hello to it every morning and check your messages, and yeah, just be online, be authentic. Any questions, guys?
Just a lot to take in, so it'd be good to review that. Thank you very much for all your input.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. I'm just going to stop the screen share. Yes, so look, I really love putting on the toolkit, and I will be making it more available. So hopefully 2-3 sessions each month, and next session as well as the one after that, we've got people, we get guest speakers in as well. It was a shame we didn't see you in the January edition. We had Amanda Lowry, who's a branding specialist. So we covered into Canva and picked out apart all the tools and things like that, as well as Amanda going through the actual life cycle of developing your brand from concept idea to pushing it out there and launching it, and making your brand shine and stay shining, and then obviously becoming a branding superstar. So that is there. We also have this digital toolkit is being tied into the digital business blueprint with Ranking Australia, and that would mean that you will get access to all of the previous other recordings for webinars and as time goes on. So mind you, keeping that in mind, keeping in mind that the webinars have only just been starting from towards the end of last year. So as we go through, if you can't make this one or you've forgotten to register or whatnot, you will be able to sign up through the digital business blueprint, which I will keep you apprised of. If you go to Ranking Australia's Facebook page and like the page, you'll be able to be aware of when the blueprint becomes active, and you can sign up for that and get access to all of the webinars. So let's say you've set a couple of days aside and you just want to cram all of our sessions, learn as much as you can, and then dive back into your business, then you can do that, and then you'll get access to the ongoing webinars as well to watch at your leisure. So I really appreciate taking the time out today to join us, and I've really enjoyed sharing my insight with you, and I look forward to seeing you at future digital toolkits, and I will be waiting for the ding on my computer to show me that you have followed the Facebook page. So I'm watching. Bye for now.
Thank you so much.
No worries, no worries.
Very informative.
I'm just